use for yourself. All right, so let me show you the last thing that I wanted to cover in terms of Q&A content that you can create in real time. So what I'm focused on these days, as many of you know, is author marketing, right? So I want to help authors and teachers and coaches not only write books, but to transform their brands, to create a platform for themselves in whatever industry they are focused, right? So, my primary project right now with a number of different people, it's not just me, is mindfulmarketplace.com, right? So we have this really active Facebook community. We've got a large list, an email list of folks across, MailChimp and a bunch of different places. We really have a fairly enthusiastic audience in a really exciting niche for me, which is mindfulness, mental health, personal growth, and just kind of living what it means to live an exceptional life for each of us, right? So I'm focused really heavily on book publishing because that's my own passion. I just enjoy communication and writing and teaching in that space. So one of the things I was doing is looking at some of the ads that were running for other folks who are teaching other folks how to write books or how to get published, how to build a platform, how to build a brand, etc. So the other day I came across this guy. I don't know who he is. Might be a very nice dude. No idea. His name is Kyle Oberbrunner. All right. So this is his page. Now this is my post on his page the other day because he has this ad running for this, seminar, webinar, whatever that he's doing. That's, kind of scammy, it sounds like to me. So here's the ad. Most authors never sell more than a few $100 in their lifetime. This isn't due to lack of effort or passion. The truth is most authors don't know how to launch and market their books the right way. In my new ebook, I show you the 12-step plan for how I launched a book and earned 6 figures in 6 weeks. Now, click below and you also receive blah, 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 blah. All right, so what I read when I looked at this, my entrepreneurial intuition tells me what he's teaching is not how he launched a book and made 6 figures on Amazon, but how to run ads like this and use a book to earn 6 figures in 6 weeks. Those are two very, very different propositions. Proposition A is writing a book on Amazon that earns 6 figures in 6 weeks, which he leads with. Most authors never sell a few hundred books in their lifetime. This isn't due to a lack of effort or passion. Learn how I launched my book and earned 6 figures in 6 weeks. That sounds very much altogether like he's showing you how his book earned 6 figures in 6 weeks. It didn't. I'm 100% sure. Instead, what he's doing is using ads like this and the book as a lead generation device to earn 6 figures in 6 weeks, which is much different than, it's still impressive, but it's not nearly the same thing as showing folks how to self-publish and earn $100,000 on Amazon in 6 weeks. This is a whole marketing spiel, not book selling, right? I'm doing roughly the same thing, so I'm not begrudging that, but I wouldn't word the ad that way. The ad is worded in a deceptive way. So I put a comment on his thing through our Facebook page that says, when you say you launched a book and earned 6 figures in 6 weeks, you're referring blah, 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 and I basically spell out the nuance and ask him to clarify that, which he really doesn't well. And a lot of people replied to my thing saying, hey, he asked a legitimate question, or this, Mindful Marketplace asked a very forthright question. Your answer was evasive. I'm out. You can see that this thing got a lot of responses on this guy's page. Well, what I found when I was kind of looking at my own intervention on his page and how people responded pretty favorably was how many questions there were about book publishing that I could use for my own stuff. It never even occurred to me that I could do this or that I should do this. So all these people are asking him questions. This is perfect for my own, I'm traditionally published. Will this help me as I'm a starving artist with no money to spare? Are there avenues for authors like me? absolutely suck at marketing and promotion. The two books I published would be great. The sellers of my marketing. I mean, this is so rich in terms of informational content by which you can leverage to incorporate into your own Q&A community. So if you don't think I'm going to start taking all these questions, rewording them a little bit if appropriate, and adding them to my own Q&A content on my own author marketing stuff. So on the Mindful Marketplace community, I'm going to start adding the Q&A from pages like this one, because these are real people asking real questions about marketing systems for books. And this guy is really my competition in some real respect. My book sales are good in the UK, but I'm struggling with sales in the US. I mean, some of these are just questions relevant only to his program, like I'm not going to be around for the webinar, will there be a replay? That's not relevant to me. A lot of these questions are about fiction writers versus nonfiction. That's good to know because I'm not marketing to fiction writers, so I have to make sure that whatever ads that we run for our book publishing stuff is very carefully curates out or curates in only the folks that we really want to appeal to. I am the author of the book No One Would Listen. All right, this doesn't. I mean, again, I'm looking at this all in real time, but some of these questions are just amazing. Isn't it a publisher's job to launch books and do publicity? Isn't the author's job just to write? I mean, so some of this is, this guy got 124 comments, 199 shares, 840 likes or whatevers, and that's only in a week. This was published on May 30th, right? So, this tells me a lot about what is possible with regard to leveraging the just abundance of different, author marketing pages out there. I mean, even if you just scroll down, you'll see similar pages to his. Mike Kim, I don't know who that is. Les Brown, I know who that is. Tony Robbins, obviously, we all know who that is. But there are other related pages that are going to be more granular just to author marketing that you can just jump on. Let's look at Mike Kim. I mean, I have no idea who this guy is. I mean, whatever, you can just keep going laterally and finding other people like either Mike Kim or the Kyle guy or even Tony Robbins or Les Brown, find smaller author marketing people who, are make for a good opportunity on Facebook for looking at their streams and seeing what Q&A content you can glean from what their own audience, fans, followers, friends, family, whoever are asking about their author marketing programs. All right, so this works, for any niche, obviously. I'm just using author marketing because that's what I'm focused in. All right, hope that helps. Answer the public. YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel. If you don't, go look at other YouTube channels and steal their Q&A or borrow their Q&A. There's no stealing involved. You're taking questions that folks are asking in the real world and leveraging that in an intelligent way. And lastly, Facebook. All these are rich sources. There are many more. You can go to Reddit. Reddit is a perfect place to spend a weekend gleaning great competitive intelligence on other people's products and real people's questions about what it is that, what problems that you're solving in the world, whether that's as a niche marketer or for our purposes as a Q&A content creator, for building authority sites using that model. All right. Hope that helps a little bit. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.